Oh yeah. Good morning. I see you're early, GAC6. It's wonderful. Alright. Let's do this. Okay. Oh, we have Alex Lazar as well. And Mobo Art. Fantastic. Can't get any better. How are you guys doing? Oh yeah, my wife told me I can't do top-down light, so I will start drawing something with a light from bottom up. So let's see what comes out, okay? It's gonna be a princess. I can already see. Maybe not the princess, maybe something else. Something's gonna be, at least. Let's do like a hand forward pose and a hand down pose. And some, I don't know, it's kind of looking like some sort of weird 3D dress of sorts, but not really sure yet. Yeah, my wife told me I shouldn't. The challenge for me that she gave me was to light it and not from top down, because she said I'm always doing it for these warm-ups, and I said, yeah, this is a valid point. So I'm gonna create something with not top-down light. Let's do that like that like that, and it's a bit trickier, that's for sure. But let's see. Hey, Mobile Art, my weekend was fine. Kind of shitty weather, but I'd say the weekend was very relaxed. We didn't really do anything outside of the norm. Just kind of hung out and spent time with the kids and so on. How was your weekend? GAC6. Hard life. Hey, good morning, Mila. Nice to see you here again. Let's do maybe some forward horns. That could be cool. Some proportional issues here, but nothing I can fix. Let's do it like that. That's better. Oh, that's wonderful, GAC6. Beach time is perfect. We just like walked in the old town and just, nothing special, like going anywhere or doing anything, just family time. Went to some restaurant, just chill. Okay, now I actually see some other pose I want to change things up with. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna try to do that. I'm seeing like really thick, heavy pants. I want to try to capture like almost like balloon pants. That's what I'm currently chasing here. And then like some sort of armor design. It'd be cool to have a cape flying. Could catch the light from underneath quite nicely. Would also explain the weird block of light I have just forced into the drawing. Okay, let's sorry guys, I'm not reading the chat that much at the moment. Oh, thanks Mila. Hey, good morning Akira. Alex and Gaxix, yeah. Hey Bobo. Oyinsda. There will be. It's very random on weekends. I usually just have time for these morning warm-up streams, but now and then I kind of squeeze in a longer stream over the weekends, but it's very rare. So unfortunately, at the moment, these are the only ones which is on a kind of daily capacity. They're always going to be every morning at this time, but no longer ones are scheduled because due to work. You know, like I can't sit and just stream. I need to make happy clients, you know. But every now and then I do a long one over on a Friday evening or Saturday evening. Depends on how tired I am. Okay, 8 minutes in. I'm in a pretty good state. I think there's no real design work happening here, but just kind of plotting out the volumes because I have to reverse the light. But it's going forward, it's going forward. Soon I think I'll start squeezing some design elements in. So we'll see how that ends up looking. A bit confused, but I think I'm working on finding the path here. Hey, good morning, Hilary. How's it going? How was your weekend? Right, I think time it's 20 minutes left. Kind of broad stroke. Put what I need to put down here. Let's start to design a little bit. Hardest thing is though I have to design with a down-up lighting, which makes my brain not enjoy it that much. Gotta start like I want to add details like automatically, where I'm always used to adding them, but I have to catch myself constantly not to do it. It's really weird. A good challenge from my wife. Would be cool if these were blue, perhaps. Let's extend that a bit. Ah, perfect. Would be cool maybe if she had like a crown. Let's try to design something with that top-down light. It's kind of cool. Something funky with her kind of face helmet though, but I think it's perspective. I'm hoping that I'll find a solution for it. I need to remove some of the intensity there and add it underneath instead, as it's down up light. Let's try to kind of suggest some mouth-ish thing in the front here. That's kind of cool. I'm not sure really. The down up light is making me struggle a bit. But it's okay. A challenge is a challenge. Somewhere I shouldn't have added those things. Just some details up here. Thanks, wife. Great challenge. I'm repainting too much. I can feel it. I need to just add stuff. But a lot of all these things I've been doing is just kind of the groundwork, right, for whatever details I need to add to make it work. Because of the lighting setup. It's confusing, very confusing. I don't like it. But okay. Maybe give her like a mace, that would be cool. Hey Larry, my preferred traditional medium, I'd say pen and paper, but when it comes to painting, I would say I really enjoy acrylics and oil painting. Um, what I love with oil is the kind of smooshiness of it. You can paint around it a lot, like over and over, and it still kind of maintains its color and all these things, like how oil paints are. I used to do a lot of it when I was younger. Um, I transitioned to acrylics because of it, like it dries instantly, more or less, and you can still treat it as oil in a way. I kind of like acrylics, but I don't know. I also like spray paint actually. I used to paint a lot of with spray paint. It's pretty cool as well. It's an interesting medium, spray paint. It's very unforgiving. But acrylics is fun. I think acrylics is really good fun because of you can like use color pencil on top of it and things like that. I used to do a lot of it. I used to fill a sketchbook page with acrylic wash and then sketch on top of it and kind of make something out of blobs and all these little experiments. It's fun. But as I have very little time for traditional art, except if I make like a project, like I make a painting for someone, I tend not to even take out the paints anymore, unfortunately. It's just so hard to do with 2 kids. Two kids that demand attention. There's no time to sit and be all artsy over acrylic. For me, it requires that I go like a lot into myself. It's a very like a private time to paint. I need the music and preferably like alcohol and headphones on, where I can just be lost in the process. That's where I enjoy the most painting. Traditional. Dry is GAC6, the last version. IES. Paint fumes, yeah, it's nice. Hey, Ton 2005 XXX. You're new. Welcome. Okay, let's try to. Okay, 10 minutes left. I'm definitely not where I would like to be with 10 minutes left, but I think I will manage to do something interesting at the end of the stream. Or at the end of the stream I will have something interesting. Or so I hope. And Ilari, you, what's your favorite traditional medium of choice? GAC6, you shouldn't really trust me with English though, as it's not my native language. But I think it spells dries as in IES. GAC6 definitely. Completely agree. And I've always been thinking about this for a long time. Why is always English the kind of like the international middle ground? Is it because UK were kind of colonizing everything, their empire? I mean, looking at like Africa, there's a lot of places there that there's majority is French, right? It's because the French had their colonies there. So I'm assuming it must be that reason, the whole colonial aspect of it. Kilrathi, yeah, it's all colonization. I mean, the British Empire were huge at some point. I mean, it still is. They own a lot of places in the world. Yeah, German definitely could have easily become the main language. Thanks to there was one guy in history who tried really hard. I mean, English is rather a rather simple language compared to other ones. The like the the rules to speak it is quite simple compared to other languages. One cool thing, like with Latvian, is one of the original Indo-European languages, like closest to as it would sounded, you know, without English. You know, the original European language. So that's pretty cool. So it's an interesting language. I mean, America is speaking English because it's a original colony of the British Empire. No other reason why they speak English. It's not like the Native Americans were like big on English. And America wouldn't be anything if Europeans didn't colonize it. Or it would be something that the natives did with, or probably Chinese in there towards the end if they would, you know, Bering's the top part there, you know, where it connects with the east. Alex Lazar, yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it's a good language to use. I mean, a lot of people can learn it easily. It's not that hard to kind of pick up. And in Swedish schools, you have to learn Swedish, obviously, English, and a third language. It's mandatory. So all Swedish students speaks 3 languages, which is great. And English is a you have to learn it, and then you can choose between the major languages. You know, like Chinese, Japanese, not in all schools, but French, German, or Spanish. Those are like the options you can choose, which are mandatory in every school. Two minutes left. I am definitely not where I want to be with 2 minutes left. But it's okay. It's okay. Today was a challenge. The gauntlet had been thrown. I had to answer it. I will just try to force in details as much as I can in these 2 minutes, just so it doesn't look too bad. So I speak German. I spoke German extremely well, but as I haven't used it in ages, my German is quite... Like I mentioned in another stream, I need to have some beer for my German to wake up. You know, stop thinking too much and just react in German. I think that was the only way for me to kind of... It's not that bad, but I know how to speak it. I can definitely move to Germany and get by while I kind of pick up where I left off. I can definitely get a point across and all these things in German. Akira. Um, right. Yeah. It's tricky. It's tricky. Like when you don't have all the words and when you're not using it enough for it to be kind of reactive language, where it just like for me the biggest difference was when I moved to UK and my internal voice stopped thinking in Swedish and started thinking in English. Like my internal monologue was in English. I think that was a point where English had become so second nature. Okay, everyone, my time is up. Boo. This is what it ended up looking like. Not too bad. My wife definitely gave me a good challenge. Bear schnitzel. Yeah. Alright, guys. Thank y'all for coming. Happy Monday. Monday is the best day of the year or of the week. I mean, yeah, it's obviously Monday. Right. Until tomorrow, guys and girls. Bye.